In the GOP's bid to flip the Senate, there are several high-stakes races, including the race in Pennsylvania, where TV's Dr. Oz is challenging that state's Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. As you may know, Fetterman suffered a stroke just days before winning the primary last May, and he's using special technology to help him deal with some cognitive challenges. Ann Mercogliano has details.
The critical race for the U.S. Senate from Pennsylvania took an attention-grabbing turn last night after Dr. Oz's opponent appeared on TV and showed he reads the reporter's questions on a computer screen. 6'8" tattooed Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman suffered a near-fatal stroke 5 months ago and is still recovering.
I'll hear someone speaking, but sometimes I'll be able to be precise on what exactly that they're saying. I use captioning.
During the NBC interview for the first time, Fetterman was seen using transcription technology to read the questions.
Can voters trust that you will be able to do this job on day one?
Yeah, of course.
Fetterman's camp said using closed captioning helps him because he still has trouble comprehending and pronouncing some words. Here's how it works. The reporter asks a question like, "Are you healthy enough to serve in the Senate?" The words would then appear in real time on the monitor so Fetterman can read them. Prominent doctors evaluated Fetterman's performance.
Most of the recovery after a stroke happens in the first 3 months or so. He's at month 5. Can more recovery happen? It's certainly possible, but it's certainly not guaranteed.
I don't want to minimize how significant an event this was. Sounds like it was a significant event. They had to pull a blood clot out of one of the blood vessels in his brain, but people do recover.
The Pennsylvania race is one of the nation's most intense and nastiest in this historic midterm election. This morning, Fetterman tweeted, "Recovering from a stroke in public isn't easy, but in January, I'm going to be much better and Dr. Oz will still be a fraud." The Oz camp tweeted this days after Fetterman's stroke. If John Fetterman had ever eaten a vegetable in his life, then maybe he wouldn't have had a major stroke.
The two Senate hopefuls will debate later this month. Fetterman plans to use that same technology.